largely to the running of the Indianapolis 500. This car paced the Indy cars just a few short years ago. We had great racing on the dirt tracks as well. Time now for our Weekend Wars.
Our war starts Saturday night. The Orange County Fair Speedway, Middletown, New York. Small block action. Yeah, it's Danny Johnson, the Freightliner number 6. He'd won 3 in a row. Could he make it 4? Danny charging up through the field early, but he'd have trouble this particular night from number 1, Brett Hearn. Hearn suddenly hot in the small block division. Could Danny beat him? Stevie Botcher's leading. There's Hearn and Danny side by side for second and third. They charge out of turn 4. Now Danny's gotten by Hearn. He puts a move on Botcher. He get a wheel down deep, and Danny Johnson would go on to victory. His 4th in a row in the small block class at Orange County Fair Speedway. Brett Hearn ends up second. Now it's the nightcap, the big block modifieds. Again, it's DJ versus Hearn. Hearn in the 72, the ADAP car. There's Johnson, the Freightliner number 6. Down the back straightaway, Hearn passes Johnson. In your face, DJ. Brett Hearn now goes to the front of the pack. He charges up through. Brett Hearn with a patented inside move in his usual Olsen car. Danny Johnson still in tow. Here he grabs Rich Rickey. Rickey would end up 5th. Mike Rickey would end up 2nd this particular night. But the real story, Frank Cozy in the number 97. He had a big lead, but late in the event, Brett Hearn charges down the inside in the ADAP Auto Palace number 72, and Brett Hearn charges to victory in the big block modified division at the Orange County Fair Speedway. Now the action goes to Paradise Speedway Friday night. This is warm-ups. Tom Tabor, ESS Sprinter, flips over in turn number 2. This was the first ever appearance for the ESS cars at Paradise, the biggest crowd in track history. Now it's feature time. Now the guy to watch here is Mel Lane, the Stone Travel number 5. There he is using the very bottom of the Paradise quarter-mile oval. He gets down into 4th place. Now Mel Lane on the top side of the racetrack. He pulls into 2nd. We're on lap number 12. The leader is Rick Crane, and Mel Lane goes around Crane to take the lead. 4 laps later, this one would be checker due to all the accidents. 7 flips that night at Paradise. They only ran 16 laps. Now we go to Saturday night action at the Fonda Speedway. The flying school teacher, Johnny Kohler in 10%. He takes the early lead with Ted Lamb right in tow. Kohler would have a challenge right off the bat from none other than A.J. Romano. Romano in the number 16, the McDonald-sponsored car. He'd go outside in turns 1 and 2 all night long. There he is, 3 wide in turn 2. He drives around Lamb. He drives around Pat Ward in the 42, and now he sets his sight on Johnny Kohler in the 10%. Moments later, Romano would pass Kohler and get the lead, and now everyone's attention was in the black number 22, the Fred Burroughs-sponsored number 22 of Dave Lape. Here, Lape goes underneath Kohler. He puts a wheel under Pat Ward. Dave Lape on the move, perhaps the fastest car on the track at Fonda that particular night. Now he goes right in turns 1 and 2. He loses several positions. He wouldn't be a factor after that. The big story of the night, Jack Johnson. He flips the 12A in turn number 2. Heavy damage. 2 wreckers picking him off the speedway. Johnson was done for the entire Memorial Day weekend. From that point on, it was all A.J. Romano, his first Fonda winner of the year for the Weekend Wars. I'm Andy Fusco.
If you thought this past